Collective, how you doing? Welcome to the ninth inning. We're going to go ahead and get your message out, whatever is going on today. See if we can rectify the situation and see how we can give some advice, listen to reason, see things in other people's perspective, all that good stuff, So, I bought another plant, and have you ever seen this one movie? And I know, y'all hate when people get on here and get to talking about all this other stuff besides giving the message. But, you remember this movie? Just like the rest of them, I don't give a damn. This one movie called Trolls. And it's real old with this troll moving in a building with these little, maybe the family moving in this building. And this one little girl used to wander around the building. Anyway, she came to this apartment where there was a troll. And she was friends with the troll. I think nobody else seen the troll but her. But he allowed himself to be seen by her is because he was looking for some type of vessel so that he can continue his mission or whatever he was doing in that apartment. And she was wandering her butt around, and he ended up at the end capturing her and using her for a mother womb or something like that. She was able to birth some more of these little critters or trolls just like him. They were babies that he was had up in his apartment. But I think it's called Trolls. But that's what it reminds me of with these plants that I have and what I'm going to have in my home or whatever. It could be some mystical little creatures or something that's in the plants or hiding behind something or whatever. That's how many I want to have, okay? But I think that it's a very refreshing type of hobby to have because you are pouring off into nature, okay? You bring them in your home and you dedicate your time and energy towards nurturing them. So I think that's a inner type of therapy for anyone. So I really recommend y'all get some flowers and different type of whatever you can get that's natural. I don't know, plant, animals, fish, I don't know. But anyway, I think that's kind of cool how we can take the outside things like fish and animals and plants and stuff and bring them in our home to accent our home and also to bring a feeling of connectedness with nature, right? So I was, of course, talking to the Holy Spirit, and the Holy Spirit was reminding me of a situation that I was in the past where I saved someone's life. And not only can't give all the credit to myself, I had to have assistance because I was not strong enough to do CPR, considering the weight of the man that I was performing it on. So I had help from other co-workers as well. We put that stuff together. I'm telling you, that man went back to, after going through an ordeal, I'm talking about he was in a coma, broken ribs from the CPR, just a whole bunch of things. But he is back at the job that it happened at, that we have to perform it on him, which I think is something that is awakening for me to understand what my Holy Spirit, what my spirit and my purpose and my soul came to do. That's great and miraculous things, what Jesus said that we will do. And they gave me ING. Okay, I'm like, ING, okay. They said, yeah, your inner God, abbreviated as your inner God. That's you, that's your tag. I said, okay then, ING, I get that. ING, your inner God. Instead of saying inner God, inner God. And instead of saying inner God, say inner God, but in your energy. So I say, if you hear me saying ING, collective, that's what I mean. Okay, your inner God. So one thing that I do know my guys was also sharing with me that would reminded me of the incident that happened at my job, my old job, is your ING would like you to do miraculous and miracles too. They would like you to come out of your mask that you wear inside your family, because you are more than that. Come out the mask that you wear at your job, because you're more than that. You are a inner workings of miracles. You are inner workings of God's sovereign power and sovereign energy. And so therefore, to deny the fact that you have powers and that you have ability to heal and to even bring back the dead, you do. Because I did. So that's what one of the messages they wanted me to share. And also to keep reminding y'all that we are running out of time. Okay? We are running out of time. Saying running out of time does not mean that the world is going to end. But I do know for a fact that we will be held accountable for our energy, and we have to be in control of our energies, because when the time is running it up, you get what I'm saying? When it comes to where you turn around and it's this, turn around and it's that, it's going to be something that our minds have to be meditated already. Not meditating, you know what I'm saying? Not needing to meditate, but you must be meditated. Okay? I don't know if y'all understand that. Meditated is someone who is always in that sovereign God mindset. Someone's always at peace. Someone's always balanced. Someone's always have their energy alchemized. Because you never know when your ing will have to perform miracles or do whatever they got to do. Okay? That's for my awakened ones, my chosen ones, my ones out collective that know about this depthness of this energy, right? So we're going to go ahead and continue with this message. Thank you guys for viewing my videos. I'm probably have to pause this because this person right here is crying. This is my grandchild, okay? You know what? I did not know how passionate that Scorpios were. This child never, you know, we don't have Scorpios in our family, and I think, you know what I'm saying, the mother that we was able to bring this energy into our family. We have all other signs, some signs we don't. But any new type of zodiac energy that's introduced into our family, I try to get to know it, try to be always observant of it, even as a baby, because some things with babies, they don't change as they get older. You can pretty much predict or be certain about, you know, how they're going to be or how they're going to show up in the world, in your family, in their own life. You get what I'm saying? So I did not know that Scorpios are so passionate. So we have the Death card, we have the Hangman. So somebody's coming out of a limbo, going through a transformation, or either this is somebody's in limbo because of a Scorpio or because of an ending. They could be also waiting to get enlightenment because of an ending that's happening, or enlightenment about an ending. You get what I'm saying? It's like somebody could be stuck in limbo too while they're going through transformation. Let me keep on, y'all. Thank you, I thank you, I thank you, I thank you. Okay, we have the Five of Swords, the Page of Swords, the Hangman, the Death card. Okay. We have the Six of Cups. Y'all excuse me for a second. I gotta go check on that Scorpio. Alright, you guys. She's fine. She's just checking her atmosphere to make sure we're still around, I guess. I don't know. But I really do enjoy her energy because it's passionate. And she's like, it can be like threatening too. The way she desire and want things and the way she move about. And, you know, I don't blame her. You know what I'm saying? Because if somebody is not paying attention the way she would like them to, you get what I'm saying? She ain't like that. She will, you know, let it be known. So I really do appreciate the Scorpio energy. For all you Scorpios that's out there, you guys are wonderful people. I am very honored to raise and take part in raising my granddaughter and to be the best Scorpio and insightful and intuitive Scorpio that she can be. Okay? Because she already there. Y'all understand this Scorpio stuff? I mean, this child will stare a hole through your ass and look straight through you. You get what I'm saying? And she's so observant. She watch everything. I mean, it's so passionate. You get what I'm saying? And I know she needs to learn how to control it. And so therefore I'm there for it, you get what I'm saying? Because she ain't gonna be scratching me up and screaming in my face. But anyway, so collective, as far as major arcanas, we have out here is the Hangman and the Death card. So that's Pisces and Scorpio, okay? So at the bottom of the deck was the Eight of Cups. So that's about moving away. You get what I'm saying? It's not so much, well, even if it's not physical, it's emotional, okay? I have the Six of Cups, so that's reminiscing about the past. That is reflecting on the past. You could be dealing with a child or just like me, a grandchild or something like that, okay? But there is something from the past that's coming up for you guys that is an argument or some type of conflict with the Five of Swords, okay? So you could, someone that you could be, maybe a child that you are arguing with, okay, that you are having some type of conflict with. This is also someone being unfair, you know what I'm saying? Someone who, or maybe it's a child that believes that you are being unfair. You get what I'm saying? And it's like you guys are reflecting each other, because if that's your child, of course, a lot of things that child is reflecting is you. And so therefore what you put out is what you get back. If not, it is just showing areas in that child's life or whatever it may be that need to be healed before they grow up, and it be, you know, something that's anchored into their aura. But anyway, you have a child, or you have a memory or nostalgia or something. Maybe you're just thinking about arguments, or thinking about when you was in the Five of Swords, or thinking about when you and your children were in the Five of Swords. But the Page of Swords is out here, meaning that there's some caution, okay, to or maybe it's not caution. Somebody could be looking in on the situation. This is about thinking. Okay, this is also about asking questions. Very inquisitive type energy. Clever, witty. You get what I'm saying? Someone who is now starting to either get some type of idea or something like that. You know what I'm saying? But it's saying that, you know, maybe on one side of a situation, you could be thinking a lot about children, thinking about your child, thinking about Five of Swords situation, okay? Maybe this has been in the past, okay? But you wised up with this Page of Swords to look at things in a different way and either transform from them, let them go, or there still could be some type of limbo energy when it comes to resistance, okay? Which is why the Eight of Cups is at the bottom, you know, saying you want to move away from the either emotional strings connect to the situation. I don't know, okay? But you definitely could have children around, or some type of younger individual that you could be around. You get what I'm saying? Or was around. Maybe your younger children were bringing conflict, or you seen them in you know what I'm saying? So you may have given them some type of advice to get them out of the Hangman and to move, and you know what I'm saying, on into the next phase of whatever they needed to deal with. I don't know, okay? Alright, so we have the Eight of Swords, you guys. I'm not going to say none of that because none of them came out. Alright, so we have the Four of Cups. We have the Nine of Swords. We have the Hierophant, which is Taurus energy. So we have Taurus, Pisces, and Scorpio out here. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Page of Swords, and we have the Three of Cups, guys. So let's see. Okay, so we have the Page of Swords out here at the bottom of the deck. So like I said, even here in the middle, okay, so there's some curiosity. You know what I'm saying? There is some type of thinking going on. Tribal. I'm hearing tribal energy, okay? So we have Three of Cups. So there is some family, friends, close people that are around. You get what I'm saying? He's next to the Hierophant. So that means that there is someone maybe getting celebrated because of the knowledge and the wisdom that they know, because of the time and energy that they put into the Holy Spirit. They're being celebrated. You get what I'm saying? You also could have people learning from this Hierophant energy. Okay? or have the Four of Swords in the middle here. So at this point, it could be you could be getting rest, recovering. You get what I'm saying? Going within, just taking a mental break. All right. When it comes to the Four of Cups here, is disconnection. It's because you're bored. You get what I'm saying? What got you all in your head here with the Eight of Swords. So something got you all up in your head. You know what I'm saying? It could be people that are around you, family, friends, or whatever it may be. You can go from, you know, learning and using your wisdom and different things like that to, you know, just feeling exhausted. You know what I'm saying? And it's like these could be people from your past, family, friends, or whatever it may be. They may want you to celebrate too. So some of you guys may need a time where you just unwind, not thinking about your problems, your issues, children, anything. You get what I'm saying? And you may need to unwind, have some fun. You may have a younger individual, a friend, or something like that may come around from your past or whatever and want to celebrate, may ask you out for some of you guys, okay? But it's also too with the Six of Cups and the Three of Cups, somebody could have some like memories about hanging out or celebrating or whatever it may be, okay? I see with the Five of Swords and the Hierophant here, there are some arguments, okay? There are some arguments. There's some, if they're not arguments, it's just very low vibrating energy that's very disruptive when it comes to someone's belief, okay? Also, too, it could be a Taurus that is in the Five of Swords. You know what I'm saying? It could be these Three of Cups females or whatever, could be thinking about the past, having nostalgia. You get what I'm saying? And what's happening is that I'm seeing rectify a situation, or I want to say that someone, no, I'm not going to say that or whatever, but this Page of Swords and this Four of Swords is definitely somebody who is thinking too much and needs to take a mental break. Okay, you're thinking too much, need to take a mental break. The Page of Swords is all about, it could be a message that something needs to change, okay? And so you could have a younger air sign that is wearing themselves out, okay, with the many things that they start and the many things that they, you know, saying, putting their energy in and not completing. A whole bunch of, you know, assertiveness but no completion, okay? That's because somebody's head or something like that is all over the place and they need to get some rest. It's thinking too much and being too inquisitive about something, needing to lay down some burdens or rest or get whatever it may be with this Four of Swords. You get what I'm saying? So I also see where this Hangman, this Four of Cups, is saying that somebody is in limbo because they feel disconnected. You know what I'm saying? And with this Hierophant being here, it's more of like you lost touch of your spiritual connection. You need to heighten that up. When I was in church Christian way back in the day, like 20, 25 years ago, they was always used to talk about stir up the gift, keep the gift stirred up. Because when you need to use it, you disconnect it. You get what I'm saying? That part of you. You know, you always have to keep some type of spiritual invitation or spiritual practice or spiritual hobby to keep you connected with your spirit, because we get so wrapped up in this 3D modern world that we, you know what I'm saying, lose touch of the self, the magic, the pizzazz, the bliss, the Holy Spirit within itself, God within itself. You get what I'm saying? And that will keep us begging God, oh, you know, help me, help me, help me. When you stay connected to it, your manifestations keep rolling. Don't nothing stop. Because you're always connected and always in that energy of, you know what I'm saying, the Holy Spirit and the workings of the Holy Spirit, right? So we do have the Death card and the Eight of Swords. So that can mean that somebody is ending the being all in their head, okay? It could be whatever you was attached to, like something from the past, because with this Six of Cups here, it's definitely saying something is going on from the past, right? So somebody from your past, it could be a child or whatever it may be, that wants to celebrate with you. They probably ain't seen you, and you probably ain't seen them in a long time, or the connection, something is severed as well, okay? They could be a little bit in the Five of Swords about your belief, your practice, or whatever it may be. They could feel like that is what's causing the separation as well, okay? But you very inquisitive, okay? Very smart type person. Very, you know, someone who gets a keen intuition or something like that, that tells them when to rest and when to lay down things and stop moving so much and being so into everything. You get what I'm saying? At all times, that you have to recuperate and recharge the body, right? So whoever this is from your past or whatever it may be, you could be reflecting too when it comes to a Taurus, like you guys are reflecting each other at this time. This could be a past life person, somebody that, you know what I'm saying, y'all did this with. They could be in a past life. They could be younger than you. You could be younger than them. But it seems like this Three of Cups is here is because there's some type of coming together or uniting. You get what I'm saying? Unwinding or something like that needs to occur. Okay, it's because that's why somebody's in the Five of Swords, because they adamant about something that they're doing, and it's like running its course too much. It's too much. You get what I'm saying? And so something from the past can come up, and it could trigger your beliefs. It could trigger an argument. It can trigger the way people feel about your beliefs. The way these Three of Cups of people believe about you. What they, you know, get what I'm saying? It's just an argument. Something that is will want you want to move away from it here with these bottom of the deck cards with the Eight of Cups and the Page of Swords. It's something that maybe mentally, emotionally you want to move away from, because maybe it's no point, you know what I'm saying, mentally, to keep dealing with something or whatever it may be. You know what I'm saying? And with the Page of Swords, it's like using caution when it arrives or when it comes around, because some things just don't make sense. It just no more. It had its time. Now it's time to move on to something new. So something in the past could come up that you may have to learn, or about arguments, learn to, I'm hearing rebuttal, or learn to some kind of, if it's not protection, it's more of like analyzing the situations around you, the people around you, learning them. You get what I'm saying? So that way you're more prepared when these energies come around you. Okay, so you very somebody need to get some rest. They doing too much. You need to get some rest because you're disconnected and you feel like you just out of sort. You get what I'm saying? Like one box out, a crayon missing out the box or some shit like that. And you need to unwind, let your mind, pretty much just not think about nothing. Go back to home. Go back to you know what I'm saying, the astral realm, the ethers, or whatever it may be. And you talk to your ancestors and hang out, you know what I'm saying, with some, some cosmic people, something. I don't know, you know what I'm saying? But it's because, it could be because of children around you are taken care of, or just keeping your P's and Q's. I won't say worry, but it's keeping your P's and Q's, attentive, your antennas up. You get what I'm saying? You could have family, friends with this Three of Cups that, like I said, is in some type of rivalry. Now, I won't say rivalry through Five of Cups. I don't know. What type of energy this Five of Cups is, but it's very low vibrational. And it could be draining you as well. Maybe you feel these energies. You don't see the people around you, but you feel them. And so you're needing to either look at things differently when it comes to this disconnect feeling that might occur, and understand where it's coming from, especially if you know that you just, I don't know, I get these times, it's just me, you guys, I don't know if it's you, but I don't think about nothing. I don't think about who this and who that. I don't think about nothing but what's right in front of me. You know what I'm saying? So if I feel something that I know, I'm like, wait a minute, how did this thought come up, and then I got this feeling, whatever. It wasn't in my control. So some of you guys can feel that. Okay, and it's saying that, when it comes to you being in the situation where you're in the Eight of Swords, where you feel like you are just overwhelmed and confused, not knowing which way to go, or like trapped, you get what I'm saying, imprisoned or whatever it may be, for you to go within to your ING and making sure that you are releasing spiritual energy, because especially if you don't know where it come from, but even if you do, cut, clear, and cancel. You get what I'm saying? And we have to do this on a daily basis, sometimes 2 or 3 times a day. If you're aware, some of our spirits are so strong and so relentless that you can go through these energies on a daily basis that ain't even aware. You know what I'm saying? That's what's going on. You just transmute that like blah 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 blah. You know what I'm saying? Like next, unconsciously. Okay. So yeah, this is a very thorough type reading. It's not itself. It's not, like the meaning of it just ain't right in my face. It's like me having to go within. And I get a lot of readings like this. Like I have to be more thorough about what I'm talking about, what I'm saying. But it could be some type of like rivalry, argument, or it is also too about somebody's point of view on something is causing this 5 of Swords. Okay, maybe people around you don't see your views, or they're not as traditional or common, and so therefore, you know, you may be going through that mentally, and it could have you, I don't know, it's like you having just to go within, you know what I'm saying? You may feel disconnected from people around you. You may feel out of sort or whatever it may be, but that's the reason why we're different and we're separated, so we can embrace you, own it. You get what I'm saying? Okay, so let me get this last row down here. Let me see. You could have a child that's in, you know, was or is in some conflicted energy. Okay, and you just watching and just keeping your eye on them. You know what I'm saying? And being very observant when it comes to them. Okay? Looking for some type of answers, or, you know, is also too, you could be sacrificing your time at this time for grandchildren or children or whatever it may be. Because, you know, you just there and maybe you're not doing anything at this time. So you could be, you know, just hanging out, you know. We have the Page of Cups. This future energy, or you guys could be going through it at this time. We have the King of Pentacles, we have the Queen of Cups, and we have the 3 of Swords again. I mean the 4 of Swords again. I'm sorry, y'all. It's 3 swords above that, and I just said it real quick. Anyway, so we have Death card at the bottom of the deck. Okay, let me show y'all. Oops. We have the Death card at the bottom of the deck, y'all. Okay. Death card. Okay. Anyway, so there is rest and relaxation, recuperating, going within. This is also having some type of, like I said, mental relaxation, just letting go of maybe what friends and family or group of people, whatever it may be, could be pulling on your energy, and you just need to get some rest. Okay. Also, too, for some of you guys in this last row, which could be present, or what will happen is you're going to get some rest. And what's going to happen with this Queen of Cups energy is that your intuitive nudges, your downloads, your everything, you know what I'm saying? The more you get rest, the more you recuperate, the more you focus on what's right in your face instead of, you know, everything that's around you, or feeling everything around you. Once you know, do the cut, cancel, and clear type energy spiritually, okay, what that means is, you know, maybe you need to rest, watch a movie, you know what I'm saying, connecting with those children, with, you know, strengthen that inner child. Also, too, is like you are very sensitive to what's going on around you. And that's why that's Hierophant and this Queen of Cups here. Okay, so that, you know, watch that energy in this 5 of Swords that you feel like arguing and doing all that with people, because It may not be you. Maybe, people that's around you, I wouldn't say they're sending you that energy, but, while they're in the Five of Swords, they're thinking about you. And so it's connecting you with that. You know what I'm saying? I can't tell you if they purposely send anything to you, whatever it may be, but, whatever, you know what I'm saying? But, you're very curious also, too, about, things that's going on around you. Very curious about God, very curious about spirit or whatever it may be, and especially about the unknown. Okay? But some of you guys, you are asking questions to God or just looking for answers or whatever it may be, because some things are hidden from you, or that you feel like, there's things that you don't know. You get what I'm saying? And I don't know. I wouldn't say they make you feel disconnected, but it's saying that be cautious even when you are dealing with that Hierophant energy and you dealing with that, beliefs and learning and different things like that. It's because it's like all of his energy. And so you have to be aware that once you open up a door to something, that now has permission to be in your spirit and work through your spirit, right? That's for some of you guys. I don't know who is that for or whatever, but I see where down at the bottom here, this rest you're going to get is going to help you to reboot or to boot up your intuition, okay? Also, too, this could be love. It can help you love, too. Instead of being in this Five of Swords, it help you love, help you open up to love as well. It may be something that you're in the dark about and don't know about, or some type of energy where you feel like you don't know what's going to happen or take place, and it could have something to do with your money or King of Pentacles, okay? Money's issue can put you in your feelings at this time, how you feel about it or whatever it may be. This also could be you getting rest and relaxation or whatever it may be. And while you are doing that, someone else, is very, something is I want to discover something. You get what I'm saying? And it could be a King of Pentacles that's in, that's connected to you. Find some type of love spark or some type of inspiration from you as well. This is also you being able, you feeling some type, being able to support your family, that you are in your feelings and thinking about it or whatever it may be, looking for that message to come in, that changes things, right? So something from your past. On the bottom of the deck, you're moving away, being cautious, maybe about a Scorpio, okay? Or maybe this is you thinking about a Scorpio. I don't know, okay? But I just see you moving away from the thought of something either that needs to I don't know. I hear resistance too, like a little bit of, I want to go for it, I want to do it, but I'm resisting. You know what I'm saying? Maybe because in the moon energy, something, okay? But whatever it is from your past, these people from your past need either laying something to rest or they're getting rest. Maybe your children right now could be, that you connect to spiritually as well. And your lineage also, too, could be going through some type of spiritual invitation with this Hierophant being here. Also, too, getting rest. You probably don't even know. They down for the count, okay? But you, this Five of Swords energy is somebody's learning to love or need to learn to love more, okay? Somebody also, too, could be seeing or it could be a Queen of Cups. They're seeing their belief or their spirituality or their knowledge or wisdom or whatever it may be is on point, that they're using their intuition. So somebody could be in a Five of Swords about that situation concerning you. You also could have you being very cautious about, the energies that you deal with, because like I said, people all over steal energy, but that don't mean they still in it. We all connected. So are they really still in it, or are they just in it? Because it's a work that needs to be done through the energy. You get what I'm saying? So it's saying like, don't overthink something all the time and just let Holy Spirit do what the Holy Spirit do. You get what I'm saying? If you wasn't operating as your true self as a spirit, then you probably would see what's going on. But you don't. You can only feel it. And so making sure that you are getting those mental breaks, and especially, like I said, watch them movies or get into some type of hobby or whatever it may be to regain your energy. Also, too, this could be about somebody's insecurities. Okay, this is about illusions and insecurities. So somebody could, you know what I'm saying, just rebuilding themselves. Okay, this is the Hangman, the Four of Cups, and the King of Pentacles, that you need to look at things in a different manner, or that you're sacrificing, you know, maybe you're sacrificing yourself for a family member or a child, I don't know, but you're sacrificing your energy and you feel disappointed when it comes to money and resources and different things like that, right? It may be something else that you need to do or have to do. If this is not that, is that you seeing things differently, or also too, why you disconnected from a King of Pentacles. Okay, some of you could be disappointed in the King of Pentacles. Okay, some of you could be bored when it comes to your job or whatever it is that you're working on. You could be a Pisces. Okay, it's something that you are not fully open to anymore or never was. You get what I'm saying? It's something that you are doing because the Death card saying that you are trapped in your head. It's something about your feelings. We need wake up calls. We need to answer them. I don't care if you're going on, you know what I'm saying, on a big ride at the amusement park and you just rolling around or something like that, or you just something that needs to spark back up the love. And the love will make it money. The love, the spark of it, the energy of knowing that you are taking care of your family, and you providing. You get what I'm saying? That you somebody can come through and get emotional support. You get what I'm saying? That's full of it. All right, and yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and end this here, y'all. So whatever energy that you was in, where you felt like, you know what I'm saying, you was in a Five of Swords because you were either lending your time or sacrificing or doing something that you need to look at from a different perspective, or you did look at from a different perspective. Children, family, friends, no lovers is out here. So this is definitely about family and friends, somebody from the past, or reflecting on the energy. Okay. Also too, in the current energy, you could be celebrating. Could be getting celebrated because of your beliefs or the way you operate, your spirituality, the way you teach. Also too, you could be learning that you need to have some fun. I don't know, but make sure you get that rest and everything that you need, because in order to show up as your best spiritual self, you're going to have to deal with this disappointing and this boring or disconnected feeling where you just feel like, you know what I'm saying? Because you are unaware of you having the power to invest in your time and energy to make yourself happy, glad. I don't know. I hear invention as well. All right, invention, because something about this King of Pentacles and this Page of Cups is saying kindly that something else that you need to work on, something that's connected to creativity. Okay, putting you all into something, working at it. You know what I'm saying? So get rest in this Queen of Cups energy. Getting rest, okay, because there's something that may be hidden that you need, that you're gonna be called upon or something like that to support. You know what I'm saying? Creatively, this could be a job. This could be whatever it is. Okay, it could be connected to you emotionally. If it's not connected emotionally, you're going to have to feel good and be all in it in order to get the best results. Okay? So I'm going to end this here because I know it's already 38 minutes. And I thank you guys so much. Yeah, I can go on and on and on to show you different aspects of it. You get what I'm saying? But something being put to rest. Yeah. Something definitely is being put to rest, and you are needing to regain your energy, you know what I'm saying, your spiritual energy, so you can show up better in yourself. You're definitely very curious, you know what I'm saying, of why you feel disconnected, and if you are, it's because other people could be pulling on your energy, seeing things differently or whatever it may be. When it comes to your money or support or whatever it may be, I'm not seeing a job. I'm hearing more of spiritual abundance is the reason why you're not your spiritual abundance having come or being obtained or whatever it may be. It's your energy. It's your disconnection, your creativity. And it could be mine, who they talking to. Maybe I need to open up more. Maybe I need to show myself more, show things, and I'm working on it. You know what I'm saying? Y'all ain't by yourself, whoever I'm talking to, collective. I do the same thing, okay? But I love you guys, and until the next reading, Ashe, ING.